1. The fireworks apparition. In this spine-tingling video, two women are seen enjoying a nighttime display of fireworks, completely unaware of the horror that is about to unfold. The scene seems innocent at first, as sparks lighting up the night sky, laughter, and joy. They're blissfully unaware of any strange or mystical occurrences around them. As the fireworks begin to fizzle out, however, something horrifying appears in the background. Upon reviewing the footage, the women notice two ghostly apparitions standing right behind one of their shoulders. The figures are faint, barely visible, but their eerie presence is unmistakable. The women are frozen with fear, realizing they weren't alone after all. This video is unsettling in its subtlety, where the supernatural lingers quietly in the background, waiting to be noticed. Two. The karaoke ghost. What was supposed to be a fun night of karaoke turns into a nightmare in this terrifying video. A group of friends, excited and full of energy, huddle around the karaoke machine, scrolling through songs. As they prepare for their next performance, they notice something strange on the television screen. Instead of displaying the song selection, the screen flickers, revealing a ghastly figure, a shadowy, distorted face with hollow eyes staring back at them. Confused, one of the women tries to check the cables, thinking it might be a glitch. But everything is normal, and the haunting figure remains. Panic sets in as they realize it isn't just a technical error. Fearing for their safety, the friends hurriedly leave the karaoke bar. The video leaves viewers questioning what they really saw. Well, was it a trick of the light, or something far more sinister?3. The Haunted Doll and the Floating Head. This unsettling video follows a woman as she gives a cheerful tour of her new home, The excitement in her voice is clear as she describes each room's purpose, showing off the balcony with a stunning view and her favorite furniture pieces. But things take a dark turn when she reaches the upstairs bedroom filled with dolls. While enthusiastically pointing out her collection, one of the dolls inexplicably falls to the floor. The woman freezes, startled by the sudden movement. When she looks up, her shock deepens as there, floating above the bed, is a disembodied head, staring at her with cold, vacant eyes. The head appears ghostly, with pale skin and tangled hair. The footage captures the woman's panicked gasp as she quickly retreats from the room. The video leaves viewers with an unsettling question: is her new home already haunted? (4) The power outage and the shadowy figure. This terrifying video begins with a man trying to restore power to his house after a sudden blackout. Armed only with his phone's flashlight, he searches for the cause of the outage. His girlfriend stands nervously in the background, pointing toward something behind him. Confused, the man turns around and sees a shadowy figure lurking in the corner of the room. The figure is barely distinguishable, blending into the darkness, but its presence is undeniable. The man freezes, unsure of what he's seeing. Slowly, the figure begins to move closer, and the man stumbles backward in fear. Desperately, he rushes to escape the house, the camera capturing the eerie sight of the figure following him as he fumbles with the door. The video is brief but harrowing, leaving viewers in suspense, wondering what the figure truly was. (5) The haunted forest encounter. In this eerie video, a man finds himself wandering through a dense forest at dusk. The trees stretch ominously overhead, casting long shadows on the ground. At first, the man is simply filming the natural beauty around him, enjoying the peaceful isolation. But as he ventures deeper into the woods, things take a chilling turn. He notices a pair of shoes hanging from a tree branch, strange, but not entirely alarming. Moments later, however, he spots a mysterious figure walking through the trees in the distance. The figure moves unnaturally, its movements jerky and disconnected. When the man turns the camera to get a better look, the figure is gone. Confused and scared, the man tries to leave, but his terror peaks when his leg is suddenly grabbed by a disembodied head, its mouth clamped down on his ankle. The video ends with him running for his life, capturing the viewer's hearts in a moment of pure panic. 6. The Ghost on the Deserted Road. This chilling video takes place on a narrow, deserted road late at night. The driver is alone, navigating the empty stretch of road when suddenly, something darts out in front of his car. Startled, the driver slams on the brakes, but when he steps out to see what he hit, nothing is there. The eerie silence of the night presses down on him as he frantically searches for any sign of what he saw. Feeling uneasy, he retreats to his car, but just as he begins to drive away, the mysterious figure reappears at this time, crawling across the roof of his car. The ghostly form stares down at him through the windshield, its pale face inches away from the glass. The driver speeds away in terror, the figure fading into the distance, but the memory of the encounter lingers. The video leaves viewers clutching their seats, wondering if they would be as lucky to escape. Seven. The Haunted House in the Forest. Sapam Explore leads us into the depths of a forest, where a lone, decaying house sits in eerie silence. Local legends speak of a terrible entity that inhabits the house, and the explorer sets out to investigate. Armed with a flashlight and a camera, he carefully explores every room, documenting the house's eerie stillness. The old wooden floors creak beneath his feet, and the air feels heavy, thick with tension. Just as he begins to think the stories are merely myths, he sees Ida's shadowy figure darting across the hallway. Heart pounding, the explorer runs toward the exit, but the figure seems to follow, lingering just out of sight. The video captures the intensity of his escape, leaving viewers gasping for breath as they witness the close encounter with the unknown. 8. The live-streamed haunted house. In this terrifying live stream, the noob ghost hunter team bravely enters a house where a woman's body was found under mysterious circumstances. Determined to uncover paranormal activity, they explore the dark, dilapidated rooms, live streaming their every move. Almost immediately, things begin to go wrong. The team hears unexplained noises as soft footsteps, distant whispers, and the sound of something scraping across the floor. Suddenly, a shadowy figure crosses the camera's view, visible for only a split second. The ghost hunters freeze, unsure if they really saw what they think they did. As they venture deeper into the house, the figure reappears, this time standing still, watching them from the doorway. Panicked, the team rushes to leave the house, but the ghostly figure seems to follow, creating a heart-pounding escape caught entirely on camera.
Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Kalian lihat ada kepala? Astagfirullahaladzim. Tadi kayak ada bayangan di cermin ini, guys. Sumpah. Kayak ada bayangan di cermin ini. Ya kadamul jasad. Tadi saya Bloody Mary di sini itu. Iya kan, guys? Iya. Cuman beda banget gitu.
Nine. The security guard's night shift. In this video, a security guard is performing his routine rounds at an office building late at night. The shift starts out quietly and not until he hears strange sounds coming from inside the bathroom. Thinking someone might be inside, he opens the door to check, but no one is there. The eerie silence of the empty building creeps in, heightening the tension. As he walks down the hallway, the sounds start again, this time louder. When he turns around, he's met with a terrifying sight: a ghostly figure standing just inches away from him, its hollow eyes staring directly at him. Panicking, the guard runs for the exit, the camera shaking as it captures his desperate attempt to escape. The video leaves viewers with the lingering fear of what might be lurking in the shadows during their own night shifts.
Mana dia ni? Mana tempat ni? Hei! Asal ni? Hei! Siapa lagi ni?
Hello, mana kau?
Den. The motorbike that stopped in the forest. In this chilling video, haughty adventure camping horror finds himself stranded in the middle of a forest after his motorbike inexplicably stalls. As the night deepens, he takes refuge in a nearby abandoned house, hoping to wait until morning. Exhausted, he drifts off to sleep, unaware of the horror waiting just outside. The camera captures a Pokanga, a ghost trapped in a burial shroud, standing eerily at the doorway, watching the sleeping man. Its appearance is sudden and unnerving, a figure of death and silence looming over the unsuspecting camper. The video leaves viewers with a sense of dread, knowing how close he was to the supernatural, completely unaware of the danger.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Astagfirullahaladzim. Penasaran deh. Astagfirullahaladzim. Apa gue? Apa gue? Astagfirullahaladzim. Bapak.
11. The Forest Camping Kuntilanak. In an old video from Spam Explore, the host embarks on a solo camping trip in a forest reputed to be haunted by the spirit of a kuntilanak. As he sets up his tent, he braces himself for a night filled with eerie sounds and unexplained phenomena. At first, the night is calm, but as midnight approaches, strange cries echo through the trees. The video captures the moment when the sound of sobbing grows louder, and as the camper peers out of his tent, he spots a kuntilanak standing in the distance, her white dress glowing faintly in the moonlight. The eerie sight sends chills down his spine, but by the time he gathers the courage to investigate, the figure has vanished into the shadows. 12. The family hanging haunt. In this live-streamed investigation, a ghost hunter dares to enter the house where family was found hanging just days before. Equipped with incense and rituals meant to summon spirits, he ventures into the dark, decaying house, hoping to capture evidence of paranormal activity. As he performs the ritual, the air grows colder, and a sense of dread settles over the house. Suddenly, the figure of a kuntilanak with a disfigured face appears, her expression filled with anguish and fury. The video captures the chilling encounter as the ghost hunter stares, frozen in place by fear. Though he tries to continue the investigation, the kuntilanak reappears again and again, leaving the audience gripped by the tension and suspense of the unfolding events.
Innalillahi, coba kita cek kakinya teman-teman, kita cek kakinya geng. Astagfirullahaladzim. Lihat, kakinya terkelupas teman-teman. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oke, fokus coba. Kita fokus teman-teman.
13. The Quyang Hunt. In this terrifying investigation, a group of ghost hunters implement an attempt to lure a Quyang floating head with trailing organs by using a baby's placenta as bait. As night falls, they set up their camp, and soon after, the Quyang makes its appearance. The ghost hunters are in awe and terror as the floating head hovers above their campsite, its organs dangling in the air. One brave member of the team tries to chase the Quyang, but just as quickly as it appeared, it vanishes, leaving the hunters in disbelief. The video captures the sheer terror of the encounter, offering a rare glimpse into the dangerous world of this notorious folklore creature. 14. The ghost beside the bed. This unnerving TikTok video shows a man who is blissfully asleep, unaware of the chilling presence beside him. As he rests peacefully, a shadowy figure appears at the foot of his bed, its face obscured by darkness. The camera catches the door to the room slowly closing on its own, and the man begins to stir. Startled awake by the eerie creaking, he looks around the room, confused and frightened. But the ghostly figure is gone, leaving him alone with the lingering sense of something unseen. The footage sends shivers down the spine, capturing the moment where the ordinary becomes terrifying. (15) The peeking eyes. In this video, a man explores an abandoned house late at night, hoping to document some paranormal activity. As he walks through the crumbling rooms, he catches sight of something unusual: two glowing eyes peeking through a hole in the wall. Startled, the man moves closer to investigate, but the eyes disappear as he approaches. Confused and frightened, he searches the area but finds no trace of anyone there. The camera captures his growing fear as he realizes he might not be alone after all. The eerie video leaves viewers with the unsettling thought that sometimes, the unseen is watching us.
Seperti kita lihat, malam itu, saat dia menelusuri salah satu rumah yang dianggap angker di sana, tiba-tiba terlihat penampakan mata yang mengintip dari luar bangunan tersebut. Dia
was getting focused by the light. He hit the wall and it didn't move. It didn't blink either. What the hell was that? She was seeing a person from a hall who was getting focused by the light.
Dia pun mencoba mengeceknya, namun tak ada siapapun di sana. Dan ini yang terjadi.
¿Qué rayos será eso?
He hit the wall and it didn't move. It didn't blink either. What the hell was that? She was seeing a person from a hall who was getting focused by the light.
16. The Red Kundy Lennox return. In a continuation of a previous investigation, the MLR team returns to a rubber plantation where they had encountered a red Kundy Lennox. Determined to prove the spirit's existence, they revisit the site, hoping for another encounter. This time, their cameras capture even more evidence of the supernatural. As the team walks through the plantation, the Kundy Lennox suddenly appears before them, her red dress standing out against the darkness. The team is paralyzed with fear as the figure approaches, her presence more menacing than ever. The video captures the intense moment when the team realizes they are in the presence of something truly otherworldly. 17. The Haunted Forest Encounter. The first chilling video unfolds deep within a forest known for its eerie past. A fearless ghost hunter and his companion enter the dark woods, armed with only their instincts and a few basic tools. The forest is still at first, but soon, strange, disembodied noises begin to echo through the trees. Their flashlight beams catch glimpses of movement between the branches, but nothing solid appears. Just as they start to relax, convinced it's only their imagination, a terrifying apparition emerges from the shadows. Its form is distorted and shifting, more like a specter than a physical entity. The hunters freeze in terror, the camera shaking in their hands as the figure draws nearer. With adrenaline pumping, they manage to capture the heart-stopping moment when the entity gets dangerously close, before fleeing the forest. The video leaves viewers questioning what dark presence haunts these woods.
Deus! Ai meu Deus! Ai! Vai, velho! Mano! Pra onde que ele vai?
18. The Accidental Ghost Encounter on TikTok. In this spine-tingling clip, a mother and her child are enjoying a peaceful day outside their home, completely unaware of the terror lurking behind them. The TikTok user films the moment, seemingly capturing an ordinary family scene. But when they later review the footage, they discover something horrifying. A ghostly poking stands ominously in the background, its shrouded form barely visible behind the unsuspecting mother. The figure is so subtle that it almost goes unnoticed at first, but once spotted, it's impossible to ignore. Dark corners of the video reveal shadowy movements that send shivers down the spine. The accidental recording of this poking transforms what was meant to be a light-hearted moment into a terrifying encounter with the supernatural.
Udah sering sih, mana kayak jam berapa pula nih kakak nih? Apalah baru sekarang. Kak, apa? Kak, kak, apa? Hah? Biasa aku sih ini biasa ya. Apa?
19. The Haunted Fisherman at Sea. A fisherman, braving the open sea at night, is the subject of this bone-chilling video. Alone on his boat, the night is calm until he starts to hear strange, distant moaning sounds coming from the water. Thinking it might be a distress signal, he cautiously stares toward the source, only to find something far more terrifying waiting for him. As the moaning grows louder, a ghastly apparition rises from the water. A spectral figure, with hollow eyes and dripping wet hair, floats just beneath the surface. Paralyzed by fear, the fisherman watches in horror as the ghostly form moves closer to his boat. His camera captures every detail of the unsettling encounter before he flees the scene. The video is a haunting reminder that even in the vastness of the ocean, the supernatural may be closer than we think. 20. The possessed woman in the bedroom. This terrifying footage comes from a CCTV camera placed in a woman's bedroom to monitor her during sleep. The night starts out uneventful, with a woman peacefully resting in bed. But as the hours pass, strange movements begin to disturb the calm. The woman, still asleep, starts to perform unnatural, almost inhuman motions, her body twisting and contorting as though controlled by an unseen force. The eerie, jerky movements are captured in full detail, leaving viewers deeply unsettled. The woman's face remains expressionless, her eyes closed, as if she is completely unaware of what's happening. The video leaves behind a chilling question: was she merely sleepwalking, or was some dark entity manipulating her body in the dead of night? (21) The ghostly legs under the bed. In this spine-tingling video, a team of ghost hunters investigates a house with a dark and tragic history. The site is infamous for a massacre that wiped out an entire family, and locals claim it is haunted by restless spirits. As the team uses their ghost detection equipment, strange noises lead them to one of the bedrooms. As they search under the bed, the camera captures something horrifying: a multitude of ghostly legs, all standing still beneath the mattress. The legs appear disembodied, pale, and translucent. The investigators are gripped with fear, unsure of what they are witnessing. The room grows colder, and the team can feel the presence of something malevolent. The video ends with them fleeing the house, but the terrifying image of the ghostly legs lingers long after. (22) The lone ghost hunter's encounter. In this video, a brave ghost hunter embarks on a solo exploration of a location recommended by locals. Known for its ghostly sightings, the site has a dark reputation, but the hunter is determined to confront whatever lies within. Armed with only a flashlight and a camera, he ventures deep into the abandoned building. At first, nothing seems out of the ordinary, but as he moves further inside, the air grows thick with tension. Suddenly, a terrifying apparition materializes before him: a pale figure with sunken eyes and tattered clothes, standing just a few feet away. The hunter freezes, his camera capturing the moment as he stares into the face of the unknown. The tension builds to a crescendo as he finally musters the courage to move, running from the building in terror. The video captures the harrowing experience in real time, leaving viewers breathless. 23. The haunted structure live stream. In this intense live-streamed video, a ghost hunter ventures into a desolate, haunted structure late at night. As the investigation begins, strange sounds echo through the hall, so whispers, footsteps, and distant knocks that seem to come from nowhere. The hunter continues forward, his viewers watching in real time as the suspense builds. Suddenly, a figure emerges a Selonic, its grotesque form appearing in the shadows. The hunter barely has time to react before the creature lunges toward him, sending him running for his life. The live stream captures the raw fear as the ghost hunter narrowly escapes the terrifying encounter. The video quickly goes viral, with viewers replaying the horrifying moment over and over, unable to believe what they just witnessed.
Tadi dia kemari kan, men? Hah? Tadi dia kemarin kan, cuy. Kesini. Aduh, cok. Gak lah, cok. Belakang Jul, nggak ada. Nggak usah typing belakang Jul, orang jadi.
"24. The final apparition." In this heart-stopping conclusion to the series, a ghost hunter is confronted by a sudden and terrifying apparition during an exploration. As he carefully walks through an old, decaying building, his flashlight flickers, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Without warning, a figure appears, so dark, hooded entity with glowing eyes, standing motionless in the middle of the room. The ghost hunter recoils in terror, his camera capturing the fear in his eyes as he realizes he's not alone. He stumbles backward, desperate to escape the room, but the entity follows, its presence growing stronger with every step. The video captures the final, hair-raising moments as the ghost hunter narrowly escapes, leaving viewers gripping their seats as the unexpected unfolds. "1. The mysterious figure in the fire." This video was recorded by a resident at night, who found himself at a location where a house fire had broken out. Amidst the chaos of residents and firefighters trying to extinguish the flames, something strange appeared in the video. It clearly captured an image of a dark figure floating above the scene. The figure seemed to have long hair and two legs, resembling a human but entirely black. The apparition was eerily hovering, seemingly indifferent to the blazing inferno below. It remains unclear whether this was a ghost or simply a trick of the light, perhaps a leaf caught on a power line. The eerie sight left everyone puzzled and speculating. What do you think? 2. The campus phantom. This video, recorded in 2011 with a low-quality phone camera, shows a group of men on a campus at night. They were casually hanging out when they accidentally spotted a figure they claimed to be a poking ghost. The apparition appeared suddenly outside a window, standing still and eerily facing them. One of the men managed to capture the moment on camera as the ghostly figure, wrapped in what seemed to be a burial shroud, stood motionless. The men were terrified, and their reaction was immediate and intense. Just as quickly as it appeared, the figure vanished without a trace, leaving them bewildered and scared. They searched the area but found no sign of it.
Dia saya nampak dia ada bodas di sebelah dia tapi dia kemarin ketempuan kuat. Iya benar. Tuh tinggal di Sabudari benar. Ya itu. Oh, eta dia, eta benar. Benar Astagfirullahaladzim. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim. Allahu Akbar. Itu benar dulu, Bang.
Three. The hospital shadow. A hospital worker on a night shift experienced a series of strange disturbances. Initially, he and his colleague heard mysterious noises that they couldn't identify. They decided to investigate and record their findings. As they roamed the dark, quiet hallways, they stumbled upon a dark shadowy figure standing in the corner of a room. The figure had the silhouette of a man, but its presence was unsettling. The worker, focused on his recording, failed to notice the figure until reviewing the footage later. The chilling realization that they had been so close to something so eerie left them deeply disturbed and questioning the nature of what they had encountered. Four. The moving chair. CCTV footage from an apartment captured a bizarre incident that left a security guard bewildered. In the footage, a chair can be seen moving on its own, shifting position without any visible cause. The guard, who was monitoring the feed, saw the chair move and immediately went to investigate. However, when he arrived at the scene, there was no one around. The footage showed the chair moving multiple times, as if being pushed by an invisible force. The inexplicable movement of the chair raised questions about whether it was the result of supernatural activity or some other, more mundane cause. The guard, left puzzled and a bit spooked, couldn't shake the eerie feeling that something unseen was at play. Five. The noisy bathroom. A woman experienced strange disturbances in her house, which seemed to intensify over time. One night, she woke up to the sound of noises coming from her bathroom. Deciding to investigate, she grabbed her phone and began recording as she approached the source of the sounds. The video captured the unnerving atmosphere as she cautiously moved toward the bathroom door. Inside, the noises grew louder and more distinct. Although she couldn't see anything out of the ordinary, the persistent sounds and the eerie feeling in the room left her genuinely scared. The incidents in her house, combined with the unsettling noises, made her question what could be causing such disturbances in her normally quiet home. Six. The haunted plantation. While exploring a plantation, a man claimed to have recorded a poking ghost standing near a tree. He had heard stories about the plantation being haunted but never expected to encounter anything himself. As he walked through the dense foliage, he suddenly saw a figure wrapped in a burial shroud standing motionless by a tree. The sight of the ghostly figure, with its hauntingly blank face and bound limbs, sent chills down his spine. Too scared to approach, he only recorded it from a distance, capturing the eerie stillness of the apparition. The video, later reviewed, showed the figure standing silently, blending into the shadows of the night. The man's fear and the strange encounter left him shaken and convinced that the plantation was indeed haunted. 7. The roadside specter. A man, traveling at night on a lonely, dark road, felt a growing sense of unease. The road was infamous for being haunted, and he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. To calm his nerves, he called a friend, but suddenly, something caught his eye. A white figure stood by the roadside, eerily still. The apparition seemed to glow in the darkness, its shape unclear on camera but vividly visible to the man. He quickly recorded the scene, capturing the ghostly figure standing alone. The man was convinced he had seen a kuntilanak ghost, a female spirit known in local folklore. The encounter left him deeply shaken, and he sped away, his heart racing and his mind filled with fear.
Oh, Assalamualaikum bang. Oh, dekat. Di mana muat abangku? Di mana? Enaklah muat dekat-dekat terus. Aku muat di apa bang, danau lancang bang. Astagfirullahaladzim. Enggak. Aku pas ngangkat HP kan. Enggak, aku tadi buat video kan. Terus keangkatku, aku nampak ada kuntilanak, putih apa.
8. The head under the banana tree. At night, a man noticed something strange under a banana tree in his backyard and decided to investigate. As he approached, he saw what appeared to be a head with long, disheveled hair and glowing red eyes. The sight was so terrifying that he immediately started recording. The video showed the head, with its eyes fixated on the camera, its expression hauntingly blank yet somehow menacing. The head seemed to be suspended in midair, its eerie presence amplified by the darkness of the night. The man, terrified, backed away slowly, unsure whether he had encountered a ghost or some other supernatural being. The video left viewers horrified and speculating about the true nature of the apparition. The live stream haunting. A woman, feeling bored one night, decided to live stream with her friends. They were chatting and having fun when suddenly, one of the viewers commented that there was a strange white figure behind them. The women turned to look but saw nothing unusual. However, upon closer inspection of the video, a faint image of a white figure could be seen standing in the background.
pura-pura naikin yang rawa-rawa.
Udah lihat nggak? Di belakang putih.
Jumblong karangan.
Di sini posisi udah kerasa banget, tapi tetap tenang.
Mbak, ya ini turun-turun.
The figure was barely visible, its outline blending with the dimly lit room. The realization that something was behind them, unnoticed, sent a chill down their spines. They ended the live stream abruptly, left with an unsettling feeling about what they had potentially witnessed. Was it a ghost or just an optical illusion? 10. The Prison Bride. A woman, exploring an abandoned prison, recorded a chilling sight that left her stunned. As she walked through the derelict building, she suddenly saw a mysterious woman in a red wedding gown sitting in one of the cells. The figure appeared to be a bride, her dress tattered and her face obscured by shadows. The sight was both eerie and heartbreaking, as the figure seemed to be waiting for something or someone. The woman's face and skin resembled a skeleton, adding to the macabre atmosphere. As the explorer approached, the apparition vanished, leaving only an empty cell. The woman, shocked and scared, quickly left the building, the image of the ghostly bride etched in her mind. 11. The Graveyard Ghost. At night, several people were frightened by a white figure resembling a potent ghost standing still in a cemetery. The figure appeared to be watching them, its blank face and bound limbs creating a chilling sight. As they walked along the dark, eerie path, the figure remained motionless, adding to the atmosphere of fear. Some of the group recorded the incident, capturing the unsettling presence of the ghostly figure. Though some dismissed it as a prank or a staged event, the realistic appearance and the eerie stillness left others convinced that they had encountered something supernatural. The video became a topic of intense debate, with many wondering if the ghost was real or just a clever hoax. 12. The Ambulance Encounter. A man working as an ambulance driver had a terrifying experience during his night shift. While driving through a remote area, he saw a figure standing by the side of the road. The figure, wrapped in white and resembling a poking ghost, was illuminated by the ambulance's headlights.
Ya boy, kirim jenazah Bojonegoro, misal sampean dadi supir ambulan ngene kaya ngene. Alas-alas tok lho, ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim, apa iku? Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah, ya Allah, apa iku? Astagfirullah.
The sight was so shocking that the driver immediately stopped and recorded the scene. The video showed the figure standing eerily still, its form distinct against the dark forest backdrop. The unexpected encounter left the driver deeply unnerved, his fear palpable in the recording. He quickly drove away, the image of the ghostly figure lingering in his mind long after the incident. Hi friends! Now you can join us and enjoy some interesting features. You can get special subscription emblems and also use interesting stickers. Let's join and interact specifically in the comments column. Thank you.